You should be able to hear us now.
There we are. I don't know how that setting got changed, but we're back.
I like how everyone has to tell us there's no sound when we're already aware of it.
They want us to know. That's okay. They're just letting us know. They want us to be aware.
Then there's people shouting.
Yes, volume.
Shouting.
So hello, we're back. You can hear us. We're now here and we're doing things and stuff. So welcome to another fabulous Sunday live. And it wouldn't be the Gastlecast if we didn't have technical difficulties, right? Right. There we go. Look at this. Heather's eating a Friendly's ice cream. It's a Reese's Pieces ice cream.
Reese's Pieces Sunday.
Yep. So we just went out and got some ice cream. It's pretty awesome, right? That's fun.
It would be awesome if I didn't get yelled at about it, but that's another story.
Heather likes to go and do things like right before lives, and she'll say, "Hey, let's go and let's go and get dessert somewhere." And it's like 8:45, and we have a 9 p.m. live.
It was 7:20 when we left.
No, it wasn't 7:20.
Well, when I said let's go, Chris.
We didn't leave until like 8:10. You kidding me?
I asked Chris. No, we left it before 8.
Oh, come on, Heather.
I asked Chris. I said, "Hey, can we go get a peach cobbler?" And he said, how does Friendly's sound? And I was like, I'd rather have peach cobbler. Let's go to Friendly's. I really want a black raspberry.
You never said that. That's crap. It never happened where you said, I'd rather go. Never happened, ever, and you're lying.
It did.
That's a lie.
So, anyhow, we go to Friendly's to get Chris his black raspberry ice cream.
Hell yeah.
The line was so long.
There was somebody yelling in line, and it was a mess.
There was a guy who was, like, he was wearing socks and sandals, which is fine. You can make that choice.
I mean, let's be honest. I think that's a telltale sign of a psychomaniac.
I think so too.
Yes, I think that's a psychomaniac.
So they're wearing socks and sandals. Now, hold on. This might be like a cultural thing, so we can't get upset about it because they were yelling in another language into their, like, they were holding the phone away from them. That's when you know it's serious. Yeah. And they were screaming another language at somebody, pacing in their socks and sandals. Crazy. Then there was a guy who spent like $50-something on ice cream in front of us. And then on our way home, it was like 8:40, and Chris was like, I'm really mad at you. I can't believe that you like to go out so close to our lives. And I'm like, listen, just because...
It's true, Heather.
Just because there were like 10 people in front of us, and then the one guy in front of us ordered a ridiculous amount of ice cream, doesn't mean that this is my fault. And had we gone and gotten my peach cobbler, we would have been home like 30 minutes sooner. But we had to go to Friendly's.
What beer am I drinking? I'm having a Tropical Bitch IPA 8% beer by Flying Dog. And it's really good. I saw it last night. I've never had this version of Flying Dog. It was good. I had that. So...
What is it?
Tropical... So usually there's one called Raging Bitch, but this is Tropical.
Tropical Bitch.
It's pretty good. Is Crocs and socks okay? This is coming from Tempest the Sloth.
No. Crocs in general are never okay, but like for some reason...
Mystery Yak said that as well.
There was like
Crocs are never
3 people at Friendly's wearing Crocs.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on. It was a whole croc. It was a crock of shit is what it was. Okay, so listen. Last night we went on our live Google Meet chat with our patrons. It was fucking awesome as normal. We had a great time hanging out with everybody and chatting and learning things about them, learning things about us.
Chris,
it was a blast.
It was a blast. We're getting yelled at right now. This is the second time I've been yelled at tonight. Okay, first I had to deal with it out of Chris's mouth. Now Thomas is yelling at me because we didn't go to his Friendly's. Because the other Friendly's is closer to our house and Chris really wanted to get home soon. But I have the feeling that if we would have just driven an extra 5 minutes and got to yours, then yeah, we probably wouldn't have waited in line so long.
So anyway, we went live last night. It was fantastic. We told some information or released some new information to our patrons that you could only hear during our Google Meet chats about a lot of upcoming Mischief Toys things. And as I spoke all these new things to people, I was watching everybody on the screen, like literally, because obviously it's like, what was it? What are we using?
It's
Google
like the
Meet?
Brady Bunch.
So, yeah, it looks like the Brady Bunch on there, right? But I literally watched everybody's head explode. Like everybody seemed to be super excited and super blown away about what we have coming to you guys right now. And I think that you are going to be super happy. If you're able to get the initiation Ghastly and you're able to break the code, there's something really, really cool coming your way. And I'm excited for the upcoming future. One other thing that we mentioned, and I don't want to go into too many details, we currently are working or actually have something in the works right now for New York Comic Con. Plan is to go to New York Comic Con, Heather and myself. We're bringing a friend, and we're going to have a table there. We're going to be sharing a table with a friend of ours, and it's going to be awesome. We're going to have an exclusive there. We might have other versions of Ghastly on sale there. We'll have merch there. It'll be awesome. Additionally, we plan on doing like a dinner sort of event for those who love Gastlecast and love Mischief Toys. It's mainly going to be a Mischief Toys event because we will be handing out a bunch of Mischief Toys gear while we're there. So it's going to be awesome. So if you're going to be at New York Comic Con and you like us and you like Mischief Toys, keep up with us on our Instagram, and we'll let you know the most up-to-date information once we've got it. Okay? So there you go. And join Patreon, patreon.com/Gastlecast. Thank you, Zach Bonifer. If you want to support the channel, if you love watching us, this is the best way to support us if you want to. And you learn a lot of really great information along the way, and you get to see unedited footage and giveaways happen. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is a whole lot of fun. And not only that, but YouTube doesn't pay very well. So Patreon is sort of like a little bit of help to us. And it was a huge help to us when we broke our second camera in like 6 months a couple weeks ago. So to speak on that for a second, I think it's because we record every single day. I think it puts a beating on these cameras. Yeah, and not only do we record YouTube, but we also record...
What? What else do we
I'm
record?
pretending like the sound cut out.
I thought my sound cut out. I didn't know what you were talking about. I didn't know what you were talking about. So yeah, anyway, Gastlecast or patreon.com/Gastlecast. Go and check it out if you want to. So tonight I wanted to discuss a couple of things. Mainly, I wanted to talk about Funko Ween. So this week is going to be all about Funko Ween. I'm really excited about it. Funko Ween always brings kind of like a preview, like a set of previews for things to be excited about for later in the year.
It starts Tuesday and it ends Thursday, and it's gonna be like Halloween, Funko Pop style, everywhere.
Yes. So it's going to be a blast. I'm looking forward to this. I love seeing all the new previews of things. I don't know if Funko will drop something on Funko Shop. I don't know if you guys have realized this. In talking to Asim over the last couple of days, he mentioned that not a single Funko drop has happened in like the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Which I didn't even realize that. I don't know why, but I didn't. So that's pretty crazy. It's interesting that they're not dropping anything, and it makes me wonder why, and also what is to come. Because we're doing the NFT drops that are still happening, but nothing on Funko Shop. The only thing that we've seen from Funko Shop have been like things that have sold out, but they're putting back up on the website. They sold the Scooby-Doo sodas again the other day.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, so the Scooby-Doo sodas went back up again, and some other like Funko, not even Funko Shop exclusives, like exclusives from like Disney, like the shop Disney. I got the ghost on the playing the organ. That was something that popped up. Also, some dinosaurs from this new Jurassic World film that you can only get at that Jurassic World exhibition. So, very interesting things occurring on Funko Shop lately, but nothing major. No major new Funko Shop items. So, I wonder what will happen this week. Will we get Funko Ween, and we also get another Funko Shop exclusive? I guess we'll have to find out. But this week will be full previews, and let us know let us know in the comment section down below what you most like, what you would most want to see from Funko Ween. Let's talk about Halloween characters or horror film characters, things like that. I've talked for over many years about wanting the Critters Funko Pops, which I don't think we'll ever get. Like, I don't think that's ever going to happen. But that's something I would really like to get my hands on. Heather, what do you think we're going to get from Funko Ween this year?
A lot of stuff.
Like what, Heather? What would you want to see?
I want to see another Freddy Halloween inspired soda and or another Mickey. It would be cool to see a mummy Mickey.
A mummy Mickey?
Yeah, because they did the
Vampire Mickey?
Yeah.
Okay, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah,
I like that idea.
See like a mummy or maybe like a Frankenstein Mickey. That would be cool.
So you want a line of Mickeys? Now you're talking about sodas?
Soda, yeah.
Okay, so Halloween Mickey related sodas. Yeah, I think I'm down with that. I think that'd be kind of cool. I want to see more horror characters that we haven't gotten yet.
Yeah.
Specifically, the Leprechaun. We haven't gotten a Funko Pop of that character at all. That's something that we should get soon. Like we need that. I mean, only the first Leprechaun film was good. The rest were. Remember, he goes to space.
I've never seen.
He also was in the hood at one point. I don't know if you remember that. Leprechaun went to the hood.
Yeah, I don't. I've never seen any of the Leprechaun movies.
When the Leprechaun or any of these characters go to space, is that it? Is that where the line, like, is that where it ends?
I think that's when, like, after it's already dead.
Right. After they jump the shark, now they're going to space.
Yeah.
Because Fast and Furious, I think the new film was supposed to go to space, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But in terms of Funko Ween, other things that I would like to get is like Tremors related Funko Pops. Did you ever see Tremors?
Yeah, I watched it with you.
Which one? The first one?
I don't remember.
Who was in it?
Whatever you put
Was it
on.
Kevin Bacon?
Bitch, I don't know.
Whoa! We don't need to start dropping words like that on me. That's not cool.
Stop asking
You
me.
never saw Tremors with me?
Yes, I did. You made me watch Tremors.
Never.
Yes, you did.
Reba McEntire's in that film. Did you know that?
I don't know.
And she doesn't even sing.
That's cool.
Reba McEntire's known for singing, and she ain't singing.
I prefer her to not sing. I fucking hate country music.
You don't like Reba McEntire?
I like Reba McEntire. I don't like singing.
You don't like her singing. Okay.
I don't like country music.
You don't want her to sing, I get
singing.
Some really big news. We'll talk. Yeah, yes, Fred Ward, Michelle D. Yes, Fred Ward was in the Tremors films. I think at least the first two. Fred Ward was like the older guy in the film, the hero sort of character. Great guy, great actor. Really like that guy. He's cool. Big news. So this is something that I did want to mention, and we'll talk a little bit more about Funko Ween as we move forward.
Funko Weenie.
Okay.
Okay, hear me out.
Okay, well, hold on. Let me get into what I was about to say.
Wait. Because it has to do with what I just said. What if Funko did literally a Funko Weenie, okay? And it was all hot dog themed Funko Pops. Like you have a stormtrooper like eating a fucking hot dog. And then...
Don't put that up to your face like that.
And then...
People get screenshot shit,
What if they did different weenies? Like... And they did like...
No, now you're getting too X-rated,
bulges?
Heather. No!
Not like the whole thing, just like a big fucking bulge.
I'm thinking of like characters dressed up as hot dogs.
Or what?
Right? With the buns.
Yeah,
that would be kind of fun.
What if they did a Mickey as a hot dog? This is the buns. I'm the Mickey. This is the buns.
Right, exactly. And he's in the middle of it, yeah.
And then they did like, I don't know, Freddy Krueger. But he has like hot dog fingers instead of.
That's so gross.
Knives.
No, I really don't want that.
No, that would be so good.
That's disgusting.
And then what's another thing we got? What if,
like how you have to look around.
What's
another thing we got?
What if they did Spider-Man
I knew you were going to go Spider-Man.
Listen,
Spider-Man
shooting his
right
web.
Yes, and their hot dogs.
But instead...
I know it's gross. Heather,
hot dogs!
I know, I heard you, Heather. I'm disgusted.
If?
I'm disgusted.
What if... Okay, you know how you've been wanting Doctor Strange with, like, the multiple arms?
They're all hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
Oh, my God. This is disgusting.
Halloweeny!
Okay, so, look, we've lost, like, viewers because of you. So, we did. We lost a lot because Heather's ridiculous. So, here's the thing. Big news for us, and we actually found this out today, and big thanks to Tristan Top Pops for this, because Tristan was looking out for us. I apparently, when this was being asked, but... I don't know if you guys remember earlier this week, we discussed the Willy Wonka 2-pack selling for $100,000, which was mind-blowing, right? I mean, in terms of Funko Pops in general, seeing a pair of Funko Pops sell for that amount of money is just remarkable, and it says a lot about the collectors out there. I mean, there are collectors out there willing to spend that kind of money. Well, Top Pops connected us with the guy who bought that $100,000 2-pack. and we're going to be interviewing him this week. We're going to do a video with him, and I'm going to edit it, and then we'll post it at some point very soon. And we're going to ask him all the hard-hitting questions. Do not post your questions here right now because I can't keep up with those questions. But tonight we're posting a brand new video that I think you're really going to like. And in that video, we're going to mention this, that we're going to do this interview. In that video, comment your questions that you might have.
No, it's not in the video.
Well, they can.
No, we're having it in 3 places.
Oh, that's right.
Instagram, YouTube community tab, and Gastlecast We Hunt Together Facebook group. If you have not joined, go to gastlecast.com. It'll take you right to the Gastlecast We Hunt Together Facebook group, and you can join. Make sure you answer all the questions or you won't be allowed in. And look out for that post sometime this week.
Yeah. So there you go. So we'll have him on. We'll talk to him and discuss with him about how this all played out, how he was able to get his hands on them, why he spent the amount of money that he did. He sent us a photo today of the Pops.
Nah, don't say where it's at.
We can't say where it's at?
That's part of the video.
Oh, that's part of the video.
He sent us a photo of where he keeps
Yes, where
Pops.
he keeps the Pops. Okay, so you don't want me saying that. Okay,
No.
so anyway, he shared a photo where he keeps the Pops, and that's very, that's earth-shattering.
Hopefully Heather doesn't hit on the guy again and make him shy. Who did I hit on, Dean? I don't remember that. Did
What?
I hit on somebody? Maybe.
I don't know. Heather hits on everybody. That's her thing.
That is my thing. I love everyone.
Oh, thank you, Paul. He says, best group on Facebook, We Hunt Together. Yeah, that's right. If you're not in the Gastlecast We Hunt Together group on Facebook, go and join. Gastlecast We Hunt Together. It's a great group. Yes, please. Heather, do you prefer bongs or joints?
I do not smoke.
Yeah, we do not smoke.
Drink. I do not do any of that. I'm just naturally fun. Sorry if you're
This
not.
is really who she is. This is how she just acts
Just
naturally.
kidding. I'm not.
She doesn't even drink alcohol.
No,
like,
I don't.
I'm
I
the
don't
one that
drink
drinks like beer
alcohol.
and stuff. Heather will not drink anything. She doesn't do anything. She's like as clean as a whistle. What can I tell you?
Clean as a whistle.
This is natural. What you're getting here.
I eat a lot of ice cream.
She's
that's
a lot of
my
ice
drug
cream.
of
She
choice.
bounces off the ceiling. Yes, it's Heather. So anyway, it's very exciting. What do they call him? Grail Beast? Grail Monster?
The buying guy, can I touch it? So what's funny, yeah, Grail Monster.
Grail Monster.
I actually did ask him if I could touch it.
Oh, that's right.
We brought that up last night. That's why Dean said
Oh, right. Yeah, so it'll be exciting to talk to him. So make sure you leave your questions wherever we ask you to leave the questions. Don't leave it on the video, as Heather says, because she's right. It'll be hard for us to keep up with those. So there. Anyway, there's that big piece of breaking news that you have, and which is great, right? This is gonna be great. It's funny because anytime we make videos on people that are in the community like this, I need to really watch myself because we'll get on there and we'll just say all sorts of crazy shit.
Chris called him crazy like 4 times.
Right, exactly. But we say all these crazy things, and then like a day later, whoever that person is, like we end up connecting with them, and now we're interviewing them. It happened with PPG. We talked shit about PPG and Christian Braun from PPG
We didn't talk
Contact.
shit about. Oh, okay.
No, talk shit about PPG.
Shit about PPG.
No.
And Christian Braun. I was like, we did not talk shit about Christian.
But Christian Braun reached out. We talked shit about NFTs. The NFT folks reached out to us, and now we didn't talk shit about this guy. We just made some offhand, like, I cannot believe this is I can't believe somebody is willing to spend their money like this. To me, it's crazy, but, everybody has their millions or whatever monies, and then they could do whatever the fuck they want with it.
Well, yeah,
right?
if it's your money, you
But to
can
me, it's
spend that
crazy.
however you want.
To me, it's crazy. I'm sorry, it is. And I'm going to make that very apparent when we talk to him. I mean, I think it's fucking nuts. I really do. I mean, I can't hide how I feel about it. It's nuts to me.
I wish that I had $100,000 to spend on a Funko.
Fuck. Oh my God.
I wish I did.
Hell
DH
yeah.
had a brilliant idea. He said you should ask him to join your Patreon. He's rich. We could have a $5,000 a month tier.
I'll be honest with you. When we started Patreon, Heather did not want to do it.
No.
Because she was like, this is going to be too crazy for us. It's another thing we have to manage. It's not going to work out. I don't feel comfortable with this and all that. And then we did it. And now it's like grown into what it is today. I mean, which is great. We're almost at 150 people who subscribe to us on Patreon, which is nuts. And it's a huge help to the channel and everything we do.
We appreciate everybody.
That's really cool. But with that, never, ever, ever expected that we would have somebody from Funko join our Patreon.
No.
And that's
never.
Sean Neal. And a big thank you to Sean Neal. Unbelievable that he joined up with us. In fact, he said himself during a live that he watched us originally and he thought we were the biggest douchebag dickheads on the planet until we realized our comedy and like what we're doing. Like, because a lot of people don't know what we're doing. And then he figured it out, and that's when he became a good friend and patron. I got to talk to him because he and I were going to do a podcast together.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do that with him.
All the time.
I know, I need to do that.
So there's people that like hardcore hate us. Hardcore. Like, there is one person, a part of this Discord that I'm a part of. Anytime someone mentions the word Gastlecast, they go fucking nuts. They're like, I hate the Gastlecast. They're annoying, blah, blah, blah. They probably watched like 1 or 2 videos. We probably called the precious like jewel of their collection shit.
No, trash. We would call it trash.
And they're mad about it. But, I mean, we're not going to be it for everybody. However, I feel like if enough people gave us more than like a 1 video chance, they'd learn to love us. I feel like we're an acquired taste.
Oh, and another thing.
And hold on. Those people, they're fucking quitters. You know what? I bet they spit too.
Yeah, speaking of quitters, that's sort of a topic I wanted to discuss. There's a couple of different things I wanted to discuss tonight. I didn't put it on the cover photo.
Uh-oh.
One thing is I got to be very, I don't know, I got to defend myself a little bit more. And not defend myself. How can I say this? I need to put more armor on because we become friends with people. Like, we befriend a lot of people and we become close with people. And I was explaining to Heather the other day, it seems so easy for some of these people that we've become friends with and talked to for a long time. Some of them, people who watch us, but also become our friends and like come over to our home and have dinner with us and hang out with us, and they're coming in from out of town. But I gotta learn to, as we grow and become bigger, to put a thicker armor on, because some of these people, for no reason at all, out of the blue, out of complete blue, they just like totally cut us off, and then they're not our friend anymore. And it just happened recently, actually. I'm not going to name who it is, but we have this thing where people, and it's not, now this particular person has nothing to do with jealousy. A lot of people say, oh, it's jealousy. They're jealous of what you have. It's not that. It's that people like tend to get upset with us over small things, and then they completely break off from us completely, and they're just like, well, you guys are dicks, or I can't handle you anymore, or whatever it might be. I can't stand watching your videos because you guys are so opinionated and all this type of shit. But this person was a very good friend. We lost his friendship like this week. He took us off. Like, we're not his friend on Facebook anymore.
Why do we have to talk about
but the point I'm making is that if we become close to people, like if we build those relationships, like now I have to be more careful because it scares me. It scares me that people are so easy to like break away like that. Isn't that freaky to you? Like, when I grow close to somebody, I can't like just break away like almost instantly.
No.
It's weird, right? Like, I just find that really, really strange. And I just wanted to put that out there because it's been on my mind all week. And it isn't like I share all of my, dirty secrets or anything. But it's something that really hurts me is that we make these friends or we talk to people and then they just completely snap us off like we were nothing. That bums me out, like, big time. It affects me. It affects me mentally because I'm like, now I'm like guessing or wondering, what the hell did I do? Like, am I a shithead or something? Like, what's going on? The other thing is something I've been talking about. I talk about this for a long time, and almost sometimes I feel like I need to put on a TED Talk, because what I realize a lot is people who want to be YouTube channel folks that want to start a channel and they want to do stuff, if they don't reach the popularity or I don't even know if you want to use the word, but stardom, if they don't hit what they expect to hit in a certain amount of time, they just completely back out of it. And then they go and they try something new. And I watch a lot of people who just constantly move around and rotate, and they're just making these new shows all the time. Now they're with this person, now they're with that person. And I just want to say, if you're watching this and you have a channel and you're doing something right now, or you feel like you're going to start a channel and you want to do something, do what you're doing, stick with it, and make changes as you go. Because If you go back and watch our old videos, you're going to see that what we did at the very beginning is very different to what we do right now. And it all comes down to being more comfortable in front of the camera and just being more open, I guess. And finding what your niche is and finding out where you belong in the YouTube community, the Funko community, collectible community. You just find your place. And we found our place now where we're just the wacky people who make fun of stuff and yell trash all the time. And I'm proud of that because we created our own brand.
Yeah.
But the point is, if you start something, don't have expectations that it's going to take off right away. Stick with it, work hard, and put your time in, and good things will come. Good things have come to us. We have a lot of people that are behind us that support us on Patreon, and that is just unbelievable. Looking back at just 2 years ago, we were nowhere near where we are today, and we've been doing this for 5 years. And there are people who are haters that will comment on our videos, and they'll say things like, "Oh, you're at 10K subs. You've been doing this for 5 years. You should be way bigger than this." And they carry on and say all these nasty things to us.
You know what I say to them? I say, "Where are your subscribers?"
Well, and that's just it, right? Because you wonder, like, hey, if you're so good at all of this, then you go and prove to us like how big you are and how great you are and all that kind of stuff. Don't come and like shit on my parade, please.
The thing that makes me like laugh, like at first it's sort of like, okay, that's sort of below the belt. That's sort of fucked up. Like, yeah, we're only at 10,000 subscribers, but we've built what a lot of other channels haven't. And there's really, really good channels out there. And we see a lot of really good communities built with these channels. But I feel like it's very few.
Yes.
Like, there's not very many people who have a huge subscriber amount that actually keep up with views and keep up with, like, interactions and stuff. Like, I feel like we reply to every single comment left on our channel.
Unless YouTube is screwed up and we cannot see your comment. Because sometimes if we get too many comments, we can't see them all.
Yeah,
I don't know what the hell that's.
that.
I don't know what the hell that's about, and we I have to kind of go and sift through stuff in order to find them.
Yeah.
Mike, finish your thought, but I want to talk about Michael McIntyre. He mentioned production quality is also important. I want to speak on that.
Okay. Yeah, I was just gonna say the people who say those things to us, unless they've made a new profile, which is, I mean, it very well could be, they typically have 0 subscribers.
Yeah, no,
they have 0 videos.
We know that they're just being hateful.
Yeah,
right?
they're just nasty to be nasty, and it's like, don't judge somebody unless you yourself have done it. Like,
no,
they can be mad at us for like calling their favorite pop trash or whatever, but like, I just can't fucking stand bullies. They're so nasty.
Right, yeah. I mean, that comes back to the whole Whatnot scandal that we discussed, and that guy being a douche and a big bully. And I've actually heard stories recently that he's bullying people again, and Whatnot's still hanging on. Somebody reached out to me the other day and left a comment on one of our videos, and Michael McIntyre, I'm going to get to your comment here in a minute. But they had mentioned that, hey, I'm a Whatnot, and we're trying to make the community better and all this type of stuff. And I just said to him, that's great, good luck. But I could not back or I don't know, give a positive review on Whatnot at this point, knowing what they're allowing. And if money is more important to them than humanity, and humanity is all of us getting along and being nice to each other, not yelling racial slurs and hate speech, if Whatnot is going to back somebody who's on that line versus a line of somebody just trying to be an entertainer and sell their stuff, then that's up to Whatnot, and Whatnot needs to make their own decision. But in my opinion, we've said it already, but fuck Whatnot. I want nothing to do with them, and fuck that guy who went and said all this stupid shit that he did. Fuck him. Because if he's willing to go and do stuff like that, it just shows that he's a big, dumb piece of shit. So there you go. But to speak on the production quality, Michael McIntyre. So production quality is very important. That's what gets you, people to watch. I said you people. It gets people to watch, viewers to view these videos, and that's great. That's important, right? However, if you're a new YouTuber and you're on a budget and you can't buy all the nice cameras and the fancy mics and all that kind of stuff, start with what you can. and start your channel, no matter what it is, and work your way up as you go. And some of these channels out there, I watched the channel the other day. I'm not going to name who it was, but it was a channel where the guy had a static camera, and he just sat there and unboxed stuff. And he's getting like almost 2,000 views every video. I mean, we get just above 2,000 views for a lot of our videos, and most of the time we hit about 3K, and sometimes we go above that. But this guy was doing, and he doesn't even have the same amount of subscribers. This guy is doing something fairly simple. He's sitting in front, and not judging him. He has a static camera. He does no editing. He just sits there, he unboxes up, he talks about it, and bing, bang, boom, there you go. Good for him. That's amazing. I think that's awesome that people can do that. But when you talk about production quality, I think it comes down to the person who's doing and making the content. And for me, if I'm going to make content, I want to put out the best content I possibly can. If I made a video a week, you would see like a totally different video. It would be way more production would be involved in it. But because we do videos daily, there's only so much production I can put into it. So I can at least get some sleep. So do what you can. If you're gonna make a channel, do what you can. Have fun with it, and I think that's the biggest portion, biggest part about it. And make sure you have really great audio. There you go. That's what I think. Sean Green, do not feel nervous to ask us to be your friend on Facebook. I mean, we're always open to starting relationships and friendships with people. I think, you know, starting this hobby, starting this channel, starting the group that we have, and also this toy company, we've met a lot of people and started a lot of great friendships. But within that, we've had a lot of great friendships, which I thought were great friendships, sort of just fall apart, crumble for whatever reason. I mean, people have gotten mad at us for saying things about their favorite Funko Pops. Some people have gotten mad at us because we didn't maybe respond as quickly as they want us to respond. You know, all these different things. And the most recent one, the person stopped talking to us most recently because there was a misunderstanding that happened in the group that we run. So it's just sad because you think that your strength and your relationships and your friendships are much stronger until you get to situations like that. And it really sucks. I fucking hate it more than anything because I never want to see a relationship or friendship die for some stupid reason, right? That's a very poor reason to, you know, lose a friendship.
Yeah.
I love Paige's toy hunt vlogs. Oh, okay, very good. Yeah, so toy hunts we don't do, and I think we leave that up to somebody else.
I think that might be a YouTube channel.
Excellent, that's cool. Oh, thank you, Dirty. He said he watches every video. That's amazing. Thank you. That's so awesome.
Thank you.
Carlos Q, thank you. We both have nice shirts on. Heather actually got some compliments today on her shirt.
Ethan Page.
Oh, okay.
It looks like he's talking about.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. He's a big guy.
Yeah, wow.
He's got almost 80,000 subscribers. Good for him. That's
Holy
amazing.
Cow.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of him, though.
No, neither have I. But that's the same.
Wonder,
that's the same with a lot of you.
He's not just Funko, it looks like. He does other stuff. That's cool.
Yeah. He does toy hunts and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's interesting videos to make also, the toy hunt stuff, because that's no easy task either.
No.
And I know that for a fact because I've done a few myself. But I like being behind the table, and I like to do interviews, and I like to do reviews and talk about Funko news. I mean, that's the stuff that really gets me excited about it. So, you guys are really down to earth and appreciate the effort you put in to others through your brand and channel. I'm happy our community has some amazing people like you both. Thank you, two boys and their pops. That's so sweet for you to say that. Thank you. Chris, I can see your party trick, LOL. Do I have a party trick?
Is it your little man?
Oh, my little man. That's right. Little man.
Can you not?
I always do little man. And look, he even runs really wild, too.
Sean Green said he couldn't function if we only did one video a week.
Yeah, I was talking to my dad last night, and he mentioned that he watches our videos. Like, he'll wait a couple days and then watch like 3 at a time, which I think that's a great way of doing it. You know, some people don't have time to watch all of them at one time. But we are making our videos a little bit longer, and tonight's video I think is almost 20 minutes long.
Really?
I like the longer. Yeah, I like the longer videos.
I like it long too.
Hey! Tonight's video, you guys are gonna laugh your ass off. It's gonna be on after this live, So go and make sure you go watch.
Was it really that good?
Oh, it's really good.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's really funny. It actually opens really, really funny, and I don't want to spoil it. Like I want them to see it.
You let that in?
Oh yeah. It's
Are
really
you
funny.
serious?
It's really good. Yeah, it's really good. You're gonna like it.
I almost died while we recorded today, by the way. So.
Oh, Shane Millett said he's an AEW wrestler.
I don't know what that is.
The YouTuber guy.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so he's.
I don't know what AEW is, but that's cool.
That's like a WWE, but it's like a smaller version of it.
Interesting.
Erica Tucker says, "I love you. I love that you don't do. I'm sorry. I love you that you don't. I love that you don't do hunts. I don't have the time to do hunts, so I love the stories and interviews." Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Erica.
Thanks,
that's amazing.
Erica. Michelle asked, "I love watching your channel, and now my boyfriend watches YouTube just to see you guys."
Oh, thank you.
That's so sweet.
Thank you.
Are you planning to come to NYCC? Yes.
Yes.
We are planning on being there all 4 days.
We'll be at New York Comic Con. We'll be sharing a table with a friend, and we'll be selling a Ghastly exclusive to New York Comic Con. You can only get it at the con, and it's so the Ghastly that we're creating right now that will be sold at Comic Con is the coolest thing we've come up with yet, and I'm really, really excited to share more information about it once we get it.
Hopefully we get it in time because it is gonna blow everybody's minds.
Have we retired the office orientation, Heather? That's up to Heather. I'm willing to do it at any time.
I want to do it so bad, but ever since I got a full-time job, it is very, very... I mean, we record a video a day here. It is so hard to sit down and find the time to watch an episode of The Office, take notes on it, and then watch it again with Chris and record a podcast.
I think we can do it.
It is so... I think we could, but I would just get burnt out. I would really like to find the time eventually, but it's on hiatus, I'll say, because I still I have not watched an episode past where we left off recording.
DJ Scuba, any California trips in your future? The answer to that is yes. I do want to get out there for Designer Con and Designer Con and San Diego Comic Con. That most likely would take place next year. We could definitely not do it this year, but next year I do want to cut out time to do those things and bring Ghastly on the road. I think that would be amazing. And of course, we would drop a Ghastly exclusive at wherever we go, for sure. So who do I have to pay me to get me that Ghastly? Yeah, so the plan is to sell Ghastlies at the show. We're going to have 400 on hand, and whatever we do not sell there, we will put up on mischieftoys.com at a later date. Did you guys buy the Plastic Empire Back to the Future backpack? Dr. Dictator asked. Yes. It's actually on tonight's video. And just like a sneak peek of that backpack, I'll just say this. It's fucking awesome. And you will see why it's so awesome in the video. Because it blew my mind. It's really, really cool. Really cool. Have we finished the Lego DeLorean? Anna Ray has asked. No, we have not. We're still working on it. Still working on it. Chris and flying don't go together. That's true. However, my plan is to try to get myself back on an airplane very soon so I can travel by air again. It's freaky for me, and I do have a lot of anxiety, but it's something that I have to do. I've got to do it. This light's not good. It's flashing.
Okay, could you turn it off?
Well, I don't want to turn it off because that's not good. That's not good. It might be dying on me. Oh man, is it melting down or something?
I don't know what's going on with it. You're the tech guy, not me.
There's something not good here. I need to order some new lights anyway. Down under trip coming 2023. Yeah, I would love to do an Australia trip. I think we talked about that a little bit. I would love to do Australia. I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon. That's expensive. That's an expensive trip, and that's a long trip. What do you like more, Marvel or Star Wars, Heather? Marvel or Star Wars?
Oh, I don't like Star Wars.
Marvel or Star Wars?
Marvel, obviously.
Okay. Marvel for me as well. I love Marvel.
Dr. Dictator was trying to share his personal story about whatnot. Sorry if I'm calling you a he and you're a she. I just assume by your profile picture.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, no, you're good. You're
that
good.
you are a he. And some of the higher ups, but YouTube kept deleting my. That is so weird. Yes, please DM us on Instagram or gastlecast@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. YouTube is really weird. It is incredibly rare that Chris and I delete comments. The only time that we will delete a comment is if someone's being a total piece of shit to us.
Yes.
YouTube's algorithm is becoming very like scarily close to Facebook's, where like they will delete your stuff for nothing.
Right.
Basically, it's crazy how much censorship goes on these like social platforms. I think that like a decent amount is healthy. I'm not going to go too far into that, but some of the comments that YouTube deletes is insane. Sometimes they'll delete comments if I comment our email address. YouTube will delete it.
Really?
Yeah, that's happened multiple times.
Interesting.
It's weird.
Thank you, Chef Yo Boy. He says your son was awesome in the latest video or last video. Thank you.
He was so funny.
He was so good. Max is my son. He's 11 years old. He's really smart. He's great. He's so funny. And it was a lot of fun to create that video with him. He's always begging to work with me and to make a video. And I always have to think about what the best topic is going to be, because we talk about like Funko news and stuff, and that really wouldn't work for him because he doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't quite understand all that stuff, and he doesn't really care about it. So when we have a lot of things to unbox, that's typically the best time to bring him in, unbox stuff, and show it in front of the camera. That's what's most fun for him. So you'll see him in the future. I don't know when, but when we have something piled up to unbox, we'll do it then.
No, we don't have our channel set up to block links. We actually received a link in a comment a couple weeks ago, and I didn't even realize that YouTube allowed links.
Richard Perez, what's up, dude? I see you out there. What's going on, man? It's especially bad because it comments that should be deleted. The comments that should be deleted aren't. Yeah, Richard Suppley, I agree with that. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Sometimes, like, they're saying very vile things, and they're not even put into the section of, like, reviewing. Like, they're just... I guess YouTube doesn't notice it.
Yeah, YouTube has a really weird... So we have YouTube Studio on our phone, and that's basically how we look at comments, reply to comments, and stuff like that. And YouTube will sometimes filter comments that are, like, restricted until we approve them to be on the channel. And sometimes they don't restrict the ones, like Richard said, they don't restrict the ones that should be, or delete the ones that should be deleted. But then they'll restrict like random comments that don't even deserve to be hidden at that moment.
Right.
It's
weird,
God,
right?
It's so weird.
Javier, what's up? Javier Alvarez says first timer on the live. Thank you. Welcome. Mike Manabog says I love when you ask Max about DC Comics. Me too. That a lot, like any of our videos that we ever do, they're all impromptu. You never know what's going to happen. It literally is two people sitting in front of the camera saying things and trying to build a video. And that's what we do every single day, right? I mean, that's practically our job here. We literally write nothing. We come on, we have an idea, and then we run with said idea. And sometimes it works really well, and sometimes it's just a big pile of crap. But for the most part, I think we do a pretty good job putting things together and making something funny for you guys. Something funny and informative. Those are the two things that one or the other I want to hit for each video, for sure. Simon Holden, hello.
Hi, Simon.
I know it's a little late, but congrats on pulling the 2 Scooby Soda chases you guys wanted. Noah Pope. Thank you, Noah. It's shocking because when you're ordering stuff like this, at least for me, I'm typically not very lucky, I guess. Heather's usually the lucky one. But we killed it on those Scooby Sodas, and I couldn't be happier. The only thing that I would want, like outside of what we got, was a glow-in-the-dark creeper. The glow-in-the-dark creeper is badass. Yeah, absolutely. Max's reaction to being questioned was great. Yes, he was having fun. WT Floridian. I just got accepted to sell and whatnot, but seen your video on them. Any thoughts on giving second chance? No. So I couldn't give them a second chance because they didn't handle the person with the person yelling racial slurs. He was also using hate speech, and he was also bullying people and threatening people. I think it's enough for me to like not be involved or want anything to do with them. And frankly, when it comes to Whatnot, you know, listen, you got to go out there and make your money. Heather and I understand that. And I don't expect everybody to get behind us and parade around and say, screw Whatnot, because, you know, there are some people there who are thinking probably screw Whatnot for not doing what they're supposed to do. But they still want to make their money and run their business. I totally understand that.
We are not judging anybody.
Yeah, we're not going to judge you.
Selling on Whatnot.
We're not going to judge you for it. We're not going to judge you for it. But what I will say is that if you're doing that, as long as you're okay with what they've done so far and you're okay with it, then do your thing. But for us, I'm not okay with that, and I cannot condone that sort of behavior. And Whatnot condoning that behavior to me is absolutely wrong. I don't get it. They virtually could go in and say, you know what, dude, like kind of is ruining the Whatnot reputation. Screw him and let's get rid of him. But they're not doing that. They're behind him because of the money, and that's just how it is. And I think it's absolute garbage. I really, really do. And it makes me feel not shitty, I guess. It bums me out. It upsets me that company will not do anything, considering they're such a large portion of our overall Funko community. Because the Funko community is full of great people. And it just takes, how do they say it? It takes one rotten apple or one bad apple to screw everything up, or I don't know what the saying is. But, you know, that we do have that. There's that bad apple and Whatnot, and for me, it screws up the whole batch, unfortunately.
Yeah, and what's even more horrible is that collectors are everywhere. Collectors come in every shape and size. Collectors come in every color. Collectors are anybody. Anybody can be a collector. And the fact that Whatnot is allowing somebody to belittle, you know, not just people around the world, just anybody. This person was straight up nasty. There is video proof. It was sent to Whatnot.
It was shared everywhere.
Not only are they being hateful towards people, but they're being hateful towards collectors.
Right.
And that's their customer base. And I'm not cool with Whatnot. I will not be cool with Whatnot. And frankly, whoever got those emails and didn't do shit about it, I would tell them to their face that they are appalling.
Yeah.
And it's bullshit that they allowed that to slide.
So our channel is all about, you know, we accept everybody just as long as they're not, you know, pieces of shit and they're not being hateful. We literally accept everybody, and we want everybody to get along and there to be a great Funko community. And for me, that's how my life is. We aren't those hateful type of people. That's just not how we operate in real life. So I'm not going to do that even in my YouTube persona or the way that we grow our community. And I think that Whatnot is doing a really bad. What's the words I'm looking for? They're doing a really bad job at creating a solid community. Let's put it that way. Having somebody like that involved and laced in their community, it's shitty. I would have kicked him out a long time ago. Even if he apologized, all that stuff.
I don't
care. If somebody's willing to do those types of things, if they're going to openly say those types of things and be that way, that tells you who they are, right? So I don't need any more proof. Proof positive was in the videos that were shared everywhere.
That person will go on their lives. I've seen it. I've been in their lives, and they'll go in and they'll say, "Oh, well, I don't want to speak on it because I need to watch what I say now." So basically, that person is saying, "I'm a piece of shit, so I need to be careful with what I say." Just don't be an asshole, and you don't have to watch what you say. Just be kind to people. I mean, there's definitely people that deserve to be called an asshole sometimes, but there's never somebody that deserves to be called a racial slur or a homophobic slur.
No.
Or
never.
Anything of that sort. It's
never.
God, I want to like.
Never, yeah. I mean, exactly. It's garbage, and fuck those people, and all that jazz. And if you're a whatnot, you're a whatnot. Do your thing. We're of course we're not going to judge you for it, okay? And that's that. Because I don't want to go too much more into that, because then we're just repeating ourselves. An apology is worthless without conscious effort to change. Absolutely, Richard Suppley. And you know what? And to speak on that for a second, even though I just said I wouldn't, the fact that this guy I already know is bullying people who have like kind of gone against him so far. He's challenging people, saying that he's going to find them in person and hurt them and all this type of stuff if they're in the same place that he is. Yeah, fuck that guy. So there you go. And that's how I feel. And have him come and find me at a con. There you go. Hey, Chris, how's the Batman NFT going? Batman NFTs, how are they going? That's a good question. I need a lot. I need a lot of rares, and I need a lot of epics, and I think I need one uncommon. But I think I'm just going to buy some currency, some wax, and buy enough to finish my set so I can get the Freddy Funko, because that's virtually all I want from that particular set, and I don't know, I'm maybe 60% of the way through. When's our next trip, Heather?
Well, in a couple weeks, we're going to a convention in, is it Pittsburgh?
Yeah, so we're going to go to the Living, what is it called? The Living Dead Weekend?
Something like
I think
that.
it's called Living Dead Weekend, and it takes place at, what is it, the mall that Dawn of the Dead 1978 took place in. And that mall is a place I've been wanting to go to for a very long time. And every year, they actually have a con that takes place there. So actors from the Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Land of the Dead, and all the other Dead films end up showing up there. The two people I want to meet at this particular con, Tom Savini, who I've talked about here a lot. He's a special effects guy for the Dead films, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, and a bunch of other stuff.
That's not a bad trip.
That's about 4 hours, right?
I thought it was 5.
Yeah, it's about 4 hours. And then also Nicotero, who did a lot of special effects for Day of the Dead, and he also was behind Walking Dead, the popular TV show. So I want to meet both of those guys there. We're also going to do a mall tour. They're going to show us where different places or different scenes took place inside the mall. I'm excited for that. It's just going to be a blast all around. We're going to go up for a night and spend an entire day there and then come right back home. And it'll be a whole lot of fun. After that's over, we're doing Awesome Con this year for a day. So if you're in the DC, Baltimore area or Virginia and you go to Awesome Con in DC, we'll be there. You can meet us. We're just going to be walking around. So just let us know if you're there. And then, last but not least, we'll be at New York Comic Con. And New York Comic Con is going to be huge for us because this is an event that I've gone to once as a fan, and now I'm going there as a sales guy, selling our product and kind of sharing what Ghastly is and Mischief Toys, and hopefully it'll be a big deal for us. That's all, yeah. Hopefully it'll be a big deal for us. We just got an email about our New York Comic Con exclusive just now. So yeah, that's great. I started reading through it. We got to respond. I want to respond to that tonight.
We will
to get that on the road. Are you thinking about going to Fun Days? No, I don't think we can go to Fun Days. I don't think that we
cannot.
Yeah, I don't.
Not.
Yeah, I don't believe it'll work out for us. Would I like to go? Hell yeah, but I don't think it'll work out for us. You know, as a YouTuber that does like Funko every single day, I mean, my life now has become doing this. In a nutshell, I do this, my daytime job, and my time with my family. That's all I do. I don't hang out with friends or anything. You basically are seeing my life right before your eyes every single day. It would be nice if Funko would, give a dog a bone sometimes. I mean, we talk about their stuff all the time, and basically we're a living commercial. It'd be kind of fun if they would invite YouTubers that do, Funko related stuff and say, hey, why don't you come to some of
Chris,
these things? Now, I'm not saying us. I'm not
if
saying
they invited YouTubers, they would not invite us.
No, I gotcha. But I'm saying they should open that door for some. I think that would be kind of cool.
It would be cool.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. Sometime in the future, I think that would be nice. You should plan on doing MomoCon or DragonCon in 2023 because you love Georgia and Georgia loves you. Yes, I would totally do that. I would totally do DragonCon. I've heard so many great things about it. That would be fun to have an exclusive there, be there in person, meet folks. Because it would be so much fun to come down there and stay in Georgia again. We love it there. Chris saw Ghoul and Municipal Waste last night in Sacramento. I know you're a Guar fan. You into Ghoul? I've never really listened to Ghoul before. I'll have to check them out. I don't know much about them, but thank you for giving me that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll have to go and check them out. I have YouTube Music, so I listen to everything on there. I'll look them up. Right now, I've been super, super into, and I can't stop listening to it. It's literally all I listen to. It's no, it's Trevor something. Trevor something. Trevor, and the word something, and he is freaking awesome. Highly, highly recommend his music. It's very chill, and I don't know. I like a lot of chill music these days. Want to go to Fun Day so bad. Have not won the chance yet from the raffle. Yes, Kathleen, I think a lot of us feel your pain. Absolutely feel your pain. I wish I could go too. That would be amazing. You guys already have YouTuber link to drop. Links to drop. What?
Link to drops.
Link to drops. What else do you want? And he's doing that. Look at the face he's doing. The one we talked about last night. The one with the wink and the tongue. It looks like somebody's having a seizure. I don't know what that emoji is. First concert was Guar opening up for White Zombie. Oh my God, that's a show. Guar and White Zombie. Can you imagine that show?
That would be cool.
That would have been amazing. White Zombie. Have you thought about taking a break? It is Mental Health Awareness Month. No. And the reason being is because I'm the type of person who's wired for stuff like this. And if I didn't have this every day to come home to and work on and do, I would become I think I would become a depressed mess. This is actually good for my mental health. I've mentioned this a lot here, and I say this is kind of putting it all out there that in my life, I have never had anything that I've been so into. This channel, I feel like we put so much work into it. It's so important to me. I've never had anything like this before in my life. A lot of people grew up with instruments and played in bands and did all these great things. I never did any of that. I mean, I just sort of a boring guy doing a whole lot of nothing. And now that I have this, the toy company and everything, it's just so important to me. And all I want to do is keep striving, keep building, and keep growing. That's all I want to do. If you were to ask where I want to be next year, I would say I want to be doing double what I'm doing right now. And I think we will do that. I think we will. It's not doing the thing that was mentioned last night, not even for 100K. That's right. Yeah, I forgot. Did you see that Twisted 2-pack went up for retailer orders? What? Jimmy Tauber. I want that 2-pack. I really do. I loved Twisted. I don't like their new stuff, but I like their older stuff a lot. 18-inch Ghastly. Okay. I mean, I like that. I like that idea. It's a cool
sounds
idea.
Very expensive.
It sounds expensive, but I think we can make it happen. If I ever tell you that things will happen and Heather says they won't, they typically will. Because Heather finds a way to get it done.
I don't know.
Because she's incredible. I'll tell you, this woman is incredible. I could not ask for a better partner in my life. She is just the best. And although she and I can bump heads a lot and get angry with each other.
Tonight was
friendlies. We do. But every morning we wake back up and we love each other unless Heather went to bed mad. So for the most part, we love each other every single day.
I go to bed mad every night.
Every night. Yes, she does every night. But yeah, she's amazing. And if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't be doing any of this stuff. That's for sure. Autumn was here, and it looks like Dean was talking to her. I don't know where Autumn is. Hello, Autumn and Eddie. I hope you guys are here. If I may ask, have you listened to reggaeton, Bakuda, salsa music? No, I have not, Anna. I have not. I have to check out what you're talking about. I've never heard of that before.
If I could request a Harry Potter pop to be created, who would it be and why? Give me a couple minutes. I'll think about it.
Chef Yeah Boy, no DC Legendaries. I'm sorry, we did not. I failed thee. I did so well on the past 2 drops. This one I did horrible. I mean, just horrible. Two Shank Sharma says, please give me a shout out. Well, I just did. I think I just did that just now. You got a shout out.
Hi.
You got one. Hi. When do you guys getting the YouTube tattoo or YouTube logo tattooed on you? It's coming very soon.
No.
I think once we hit 100K, once we hit 100K, I'm getting a tramp stamp of a YouTube logo on my back.
I will not.
Heather, did you come up with your answer?
No, I have not.
Mr. Yak says the obvious answer, Heather. Obvious answer. Come on.
What is the obvious answer?
Come on.
I don't even know what that means.
There's an obvious answer. One Harry Potter pop you'd like to see. Why can't we get the creature that's the centaur? We don't have that.
The centaur?
Yeah, where it's the horse body and the person.
They're really like minor.
I know they are, but it's kind of weird that we do not have it because they like to do the creature stuff.
Yeah, I mean those are cool, but I don't know, for some reason. Flocked 6-inch fluffy. It was a hidden comment. That's why I couldn't see it. Yes, that would be a great one. I would love to see a flocked 6-inch.
Kathleen said, I go to bed drunk every night. LOL, better than angry. LOL.
Oh my.
Kathleen's always posting shit like that on our videos.
She's so funny.
A butthole tattoo. Oh my god.
Oh my. I'd like to see Narcissa Malfoy. I think she would be cool.
What is that?
Draco's mom.
Oh, okay. Jesus, I have no idea what that is. Autumn says, Heather, I'm mailing out y'all's anniversary gift this week, so I hope you like it. Oh, that's so sweet.
Thank you.
You did not have to do that. That is so awesome of you. Thank you, Autumn. You guys are so sweet to us. Seriously.
They really are. Look.
Thoughts on the new Lego Transformers Optimus Prime? I'm really excited. Oh, yeah, she is cool.
Yeah.
I like her hair.
I love her hair.
Excited about Optimus Prime. I hope they make a Starscream. Would love a Starscream. What's my guest on the next drop, Chef Ya Boy? That's a good question. I thought that it would be like Thundercats. That's what I thought. Because we did Transformers, we did DC, which is huge.
Dean! He said that he hopes the wedding planning is going good. They're married! They're married, Dean, and you missed it. You weren't there.
What? Like, Dean is like way behind. Dean's like, he's like 3 months ago.
They got married the same day of the Poppin' Off Toys 1-year anniversary.
Well, you know that time moves differently for Australians, right?
Yes.
He's still back like 4 or 5 months ago. Yeah, so, Ultra Maximus, what's up, dude? Yeah, Lego Prime, I'm down with that. Starscream needs to be a thing. I love that they made the Optimus Prime, like, the ability to transform. I think that's great. Oh, Carlos Q. Not only my favorite channel, you're my favorite people. We love you, Carlos Q. I gotta say, you know, not because Carlos just super chatted us, and although a lot of people will say that, he did something really awesome last night. He did a lot of giveaways for the live Patreon Google Meet chat, and dude, thank you so much for doing that. That was so sweet of you. Gave away like 5 items. I mean, just really incredible.
And one was the diecast Boba Fett.
Yeah, one was diecast Boba Fett that was given away last night. Common, but still, nonetheless, holy shit, that was awesome. The question is, who would you want in Thundercats? I would like.
What's a Thundercat?
Thundercats. It was old.
I know what it is.
Oh, okay.
It's a joke.
Oh, Lion-O, obviously, I think, but I don't remember many of the Thundercats characters. But was Mum-Ra their villain? Because I like the villain. The villain, I think Mum-Ra. I would like to see that in Funko Pop form. Do we already have that in Funko Pop form?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know a super amount of Thundercats. It just feels like the obvious direction. And of course, I would go after those NFTs because NFTs are just so much fun, in my opinion. That's bad. It's already Monday here. It's already Monday here. I'm slowly getting back into the actual Transformers. The new Legacy ones are dope. Yes, I love Transformers. Almost purchased the Starscream on Throne with the... you know what? I didn't open this. Hold on. Let me go grab this. This is something I've been wanting to open. Hold on.
Where are you going and what are you doing?
I'll be right back. I gotta grab this.
I have no idea what he's doing right now. Funko Ween better have Sweeney Todd. I don't think that they're gonna have Sweeney Todd, Joshua.
So here's something I bought weeks ago and I never unboxed. It's a Super 7 Transformer figure. This is the Starscream, and he's really cool. I have a hard time with Super 7 because they're so expensive. Mm-hmm. This was $17.99.
Yeah, and the fact that they're so small is what gets me.
I know, but they look so good. Like, the detail on him looks really good. They did a really good job on this figure. Highly recommend them for Transformers fans. There is a friend of mine who owns All Time Toys in Sykesville, Maryland, and he basically said he does not like any Transformer that does not transform, and this is a prime example of that. It does not transform. Prime example. Yeah, right, exactly.
Optimus Prime.
But I love this figure. He's really great. I really want to open this. I might have to open this one. It's cool.
Anna Reyes asked favorite TV shows that we loved growing up watching.
Oh God. Favorite TV show. What did you like?
My faves were Rugrats.
Yep.
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yep.
And was there any others? I feel like there were.
I loved Spider-Man the animated series on Fox 45. Well, here it was Fox 45 or on Fox. Also loved Beast Wars, which was huge for me. The original Transformers cartoon, I didn't watch that when it first came out. I was too young. I was like 3 when it was out, but I loved watching it later on in life. I loved Transformers. G.I. Joe was a great cartoon that I liked. I liked Rugrats like you did. I watched a lot of the Nicktoon stuff back then. Yeah.
Yeah, Nickelodeon was my fave. I love Doug, as told by Ginger. Clarissa Explains It All. That was like one of my favorites.
If you open that Starscream, I'm going to throw up.
Yeah, and Dean Lockley said, "Don't take it off the card."
This, like that?
Sorry, Sean!
How do you open this? I want to get the little gun out. Oh, here we go.
Oh, I was going to show you.
Look, he actually has the gun. It's Megatron.
Hey, BTV.
There we go.
Rocco's Modern Life, yes. Ren and Stimpy was good.
There we go. Look at that. Any cool?
I loved Courage the Cowardly Dog.
The only thing about these is that they don't, like, there's no articulation. Like, this is his head doesn't even move. It's just the arms. That's all he's got. His arms and his legs move. That's it.
Are we giving away Funko Ween Pops? Funko Ween has not happened yet. We're just talking about Funko Ween. So if you came for a giveaway, I'm really sorry, but no.
Who asked if we're giving away Funko Ween Pops?
I don't know.
Mucku coming through. Remember them? They're on here all the time.
Don't.
No, we're not getting... I think they even asked if we were giving something away recently. I remember one time, I don't remember, how long has it been? It was before PlayStation 5. When we first started this channel, we posted we were doing a giveaway. Somebody commented or messaged us directly asking if we would give away a PlayStation 4, and if we did, could they win it? Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was funny. No, I think it was a PlayStation 5.
Was it? No, it was PlayStation 4. It was that long ago. Yeah, of course.
Oh, Kathleen loved Double Dare. Double Dare was one of my favorites.
Double Dare was awesome.
That was so good. When they picked the nose for the flag. We're talking about shows Mike Manabog's kids watch.
Did Sean Green throw up yet?
Yeah, he threw up a lot.
I want to know. Did he vomit?
Right here, look. So did Jimmy Tauber.
Everybody's throwing up. Oh my God! Yeah, it was $17.99. Can you believe that? Unbelievable. But Starscream is my favorite character, and I wanted him. And now they also make a crowned version of him from the Transformers film. I'm gonna have to get him at some point. Legends of the Hidden Temple was dope.
It was cool. What do you guys think of the new Frankenstein Black Light Pop?
He's cool. I like him. Star. I think he's cool. Oh, the new video's up. I totally forgot. He feels personally attacked. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Let's see. Is the new video up? I think it is. I think I set it for 10:15. It's up. It only has 12 views because everybody's here. That's why. Unbelievable. Neighbor of mine was on Double Dare back in the day. That's amazing.
That's so cool.
That is cool.
You know what my favorite thing to see was? And I was so jealous of it every time it came on. It was the Toys R Us run where they chose like one kid a year or something, or maybe it was like a couple, but they could go into Toys R Us for, was it like a minute or 5 minutes or something?
Yes.
And just grab whatever the fuck they wanted.
Yes.
And pile it in the car.
You remember that? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because that was like, remember the shop? The TV show was The Shop in, what was that called?
Supermarket Sweep.
Yeah, Supermarket Sweep. It was like that.
Yeah.
Sort of. And they just ran in and would grab everything. And
And they got to keep it all.
Well, here's the thing. Where the boys, like, fun action figures were all the way in the back of my store where I lived. And I always pictured in my head how long it would take me to get back there. Because it would be impossible for me to get back there. And then, how do you get the stuff that's too high up? I guess they set it up so you can reach everything.
I would imagine so.
Can you imagine me climbing on shelves as like a 10-year-old kid trying to grab everything and drop it in? That'd be amazing.
That would be really funny. Oh, Keenan and Kel was one of my favorites, and so was All That and The Amanda Show.
Jimmy Tauber, do I remember Captain Chesapeake? The answer to that is no, but my father does. Captain Chesapeake was really big on Fox 45 here in Baltimore, and he basically would be the intro and outro of all the TV shows way back when. But the weird thing about this is that there was a guy, when I was getting tattooed for the very first time, he played, I think it was a character named Moni the Sea Monster. And while I was getting tattooed, he was telling me how basically he had his downstairs like serrated with a hot blade. And it was for...
That sounds painful.
Oh, it was horrible. But he told me the story of how it was done. And it's basically for, like, purposes of having... How can I say? Having fun times with his partner, I guess is the best way I can put it. So it freaked me out. And I only remember, like, Captain Chesapeake and Moni the Sea Monster because of that story. And it scarred me. And I was getting tattooed. It was, like, the most painful thing ever. It sucked so bad. Wish they bring back Are You Afraid of the Dark? They did, didn't they?
They did.
It was like a movie or something?
Weird. No, it was like I think it was a 3 or 4 part thing.
Oh.
It got sort of weird. Chris, Alfie asks, how long does it take to edit and put a video on YouTube?
How long does it take to edit? So it depends on what we're doing, but I would say easily between 2 and 4 hours. To post it on YouTube, sometimes it takes me upwards of 20 to 30 minutes. On top of that, I have to share it into the Gastlecast We On Together group on our Instagram, on our story, and then also have to make a cover photo. So with all that time, it's like most nights, it's about 3.5 to 4 hours every night.
What was that show that we watched with Max that was similar to Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Oh, on Netflix.
So do not bother with the new Are You Afraid of the Dark. I don't recommend that. I think it was like, was it 2009 or 2019?
I don't know.
I don't remember. God, there's a show, Creeped Out.
Creeped Out. Yes, that show's
Netflix.
awesome.
It's very similar to Are You Afraid of the Dark? We watched them all with Max. It's fucking good.
Even as an adult, it's fun.
Watch it.
Dean Blockley says Goosebumps show. I love that show.
Goosebumps.
I love that show even to this day. Love that show. We'll watch it, Heather and I, every once in a while.
Good night, DH.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Is Heather's podcast still going on? Does Chris have a podcast? So I'm going to start a podcast with Sean Neal from Funko Games. Really good dude. We're going to talk about all sorts of crazy stuff. I always say Sean Neal's from Funko Games, but he was also in that band.
Yeah.
Like Sean Neal has so many claims to fame. But really good dude. I want to do a podcast with him. I might even start it this weekend if I can get him on board.
Star, yes, Creeped Out is a series. It had a couple of seasons. We watched them all. They're really, really fun.
Does anybody remember the Bozo the Clown? Yes.
No, Bozo the Clown, I think the show was called, that came on that cable that was out of Chicago, was, what was that WG, and still freaks me out.
I don't know. I remember Bozo the Clown show. I'm middle of rewatching Arcane. That is my shit again. Best animated fight scene. I need to watch that because for me, the best like show I've watched animation wise is Invincible. I love that show so much.
Star loved the Goosebumps books. I did too. I recently got a signed R.L. Stein book. I think it was
right.
The Haunted Mask that I got signed.
Hell
I don't
yeah.
remember.
I forgot about that.
Oh my gosh. I was so excited to get something signed by R.L. Stein. I love the Goosebumps books. Ooh, Star's gonna start Creeped Out tonight. It's really it really made me feel like I was watching Are You Afraid of the Dark again.
Agreed.
It was so cool.
Yeah, it's very much like Are You Afraid of the Dark? Goosebumps, that TV show as well. It's really, really well done. And the stories are, some of them are pretty good. There was only like one that I did not like. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Creeped Out?
Yeah.
What
it was the
one was
one
it?
It was like one with bugs. Do you remember it? And it was like really lame. I remember one being really lame.
I don't remember. Do we recommend any horror movies that we've seen lately?
What are those movies called that we really liked and it was about the girl getting killed over and over and over again? Remember those movies? There was two of them.
Was it Happy Death Day?
Yes, Happy Death Day.
Yeah,
those movies are awesome. If you like Final Destination those types of films, it's in Groundhog Day. It's like that. And it's like a mix of both. And it's so good. I loved it. Was like really fresh too, the film. It was really fresh.
One movie that I do not recommend, but I think everybody should watch it if they like the franchise, just to say they did, is the new Scream movie.
The new Scream film was horrible.
It was so corny. It was so corny. I liked the nostalgia that they had in it, though. I liked that Nev showed back up, and who was it?
The one dude, Dewey.
Yeah. But it was pretty poopy. Like the whole time, like if I were in those characters' situations, like I would know that I was in a horror movie and I would just immediately like figure out a way to get out of it. It was so corny. It was
a really corny film, and it wasn't even fun. There were so many things that were happening that were just so, like, stupid. Like, the entire thing, you're, like, watching, you're like, oh, come on. Like, there's no way. There's no way. Like, the first film was really, really well done.
It was.
The second film was okay. Third film was meh. And then so on and so forth. But the newest one, like, it got really good ratings, but it was absolutely horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Sorry, I'm posting our new video up right now as we see. So this is what I go through every night. You're watching it right now. I have to go through the posting of the video. I have to go through with the posting of the story. I try to make sure that I hit everything. Heather, what are the final things that we want to talk about here tonight? What are people saying out there?
Well, Autumn started watching The Walking Dead because I love it, and she loves it now. That's amazing, Autumn. I hope you continue to love it. So many people dropped off after, I think it was around like the 5th or 6th seasons. And I can totally understand why, because some of the episodes were just like it was sort of exhausting to watch and it was hard to pay attention to some. But it's an incredible series. Like, it definitely picks back up. And when you get later and you meet Negan, you definitely need to watch the 1 hour Negan special that they did. It is I mean, Here's I cried Negan. Probably like 5 times while we were watching it. It was incredible. But something I did want to say, since we're on the topic of horror movies, is I don't know if you guys like corny movies. I mean, if you're looking for something to watch and you like corny horror movies, check out Hulu's series. There are a series of movies called Into the Dark. And they are just like low budget, stupid as hell. Like most of them are very predictable, very cheesy, but I like stuff like that. And I loved those movies. Like some of them are really lame. And I love them. But if you search Into the Dark on Hulu, it's really cool. I don't think they're doing them anymore, or at least not right now. But they would release them like once a month or so when they would come out. They actually, I don't know what Hulu actually calls them, if they consider it a TV show or not. But it's literally movies. They have a season 1 and a season 2, but they're movies. And they would release them monthly, and they would be themed. Like, they have a Thanksgiving themed one.
Oh, yeah.
They have, like, a Father's Day
What was the one with the thing with the big eyes? Puka.
Yeah,
oh, my God, Puka.
Christmas themed.
There was, like, two episodes, or 2 films,
yeah,
right?
that was Christmas themed because Puka was...
Puka lives.
Like, the hot toy of the year.
Right.
Like a Furby when Furby was big.
Right.
Yeah.
But it was a guy wearing this suit of this creature, and it like sort of took over him, and it was, I don't know, it was just so stupid but kind of fun to watch.
Lori Hall, have you always liked scary movies? I feel like this is the start of Scream. What is your favorite scary movie?
Yeah, right, exactly.
I have always loved scary movies. I started watching, so I was always intrigued by the scarier stuff as a kid. Like, I believe that I started watching Are You Afraid of the Dark at like 4 or 5 years old. And I would always be into like scary like kids movies when I was really young, but I think I started watching like actual horror around like maybe 10 years old, between 10 and 12, and I fell in love. I've always been sort of like a strange kid. I think I'm still a strange kid, but yeah, I love horror.
I'm still a strange kid. Okay. Wow. We talked about a lot of things tonight, and we didn't even talk about what's on the cover photo. So how do you like that? We talked about it for like 2 seconds, right?
Yeah, clickbait.
Clickbait. We just gave you clickbait. I don't know if you like that or not, but that's exactly what just happened.
I've never seen Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, Kathleen.
Oh my
but
God,
Killer
Attack of the Killer
Clowns
Tomatoes
is so corny. I love it.
Yeah, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. That's an old one. They even made a cartoon of that I watched when I was a kid. I forgot all about that.
Really?
Yeah, way old school. What was your favorite horror? What was your first horror film, Heather and Chris? Mine was, I want to say it was Friday the 13th.
I want to say, I believe my first real horror was Nightmare on Elm Street.
You know what?
I'm not certain.
I'm kind of on the border. I think that was mine as well, but I can't remember. So my mom loved making me watch horror films with her when I was really little, and it would freak me out, like really, really freak me out. She made me watch Day of the Dead and Dawn of the Dead, and they basically scarred me as like a kid, but I've grown to like be obsessed with them. And I think it was because she showed them to me as a young kid, and it was like, I don't know. I look back on those fears, and now it's funny that I was so scared of those things, but now I just love them to death. So I like to say that my mom scarred me as a kid, but she basically made me grow really fast. You know what I mean? My love for horror films, at least.
Star asked, wait, where'd she go? Was there ever a scary movie that dead ass made you sleep with the lights on? Okay. Here's a story. So the Conjuring universe freaks me out, but that's why I love them so much. I love the Annabelle and the Conjuring. Like, those are good ass movies.
Heather actually screamed when she heard.
I don't.
Or when things were happening in the movie.
Yeah,
Heather was
I don't
screaming.
scream. Sometimes I'll gasp, but normally that's if something that I can't believe is happening. Not typically for horror movies. I jumped and screamed over. It was either The Conjuring or Annabelle, but that's not where I'm going. My best friend since I was 6 years old, lived next door to me. So on the weekends, she would come to my house or I would come to her house. And one of our favorite things during like our teenage years was to watch scary movies. And one night we decided to watch Insidious. I had never seen it before, and I was so excited. I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is gonna be
Insidious.
good."
Those are the films I've never seen.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Okay. The movie itself, not bad. The guy in the fucking corner, the weird shadow guy with the long fingers, that freaked me the hell out. It freaked me out so bad. I could not bring myself to walk home. It was like midnight or 1 a.m. when it was time to go home after the movie, and I was like, "Okay, can we watch a happy movie? And then I'll go home." So we ended up turning like Shrek on. I fell asleep. I fell asleep in the recliner. I fell asleep in her recliner. I woke up. It had to have been like 2 a.m. I woke up. She was asleep. And I was like, God damn it. Now I gotta walk home by myself. I'm freaked out. So I'm walking home. And like, I'm like fucking petrified. Like, I do not want to walk home right now. And there's this guy in the movie. He's like a shadow, and you can see his really long fingers and his shape, like in the corner of like a ceiling. There's trees all around me, and no. I was just picturing. You
saw the big fingers hanging out of the trees?
I was picturing him in the trees, so I was like trying to speed up, but like I was scared, like I didn't want him to like get me.
He's not gonna get you as a film.
I didn't know that.
How old were you? 25?
No, I don't know. Whenever it came out.
How old were you?
I don't know. Maybe 18.
18?
Was I 18?
You were scared at 18? You were that scared at 18 years old?
When did it come out?
Last year?
No, it didn't. When did that movie come out?
I don't know. It should tell you.
What?
2010.
I was 20.
Oh my God! You were 20 years old and you were scared walking home?
Yes, I was terrified.
I thought you were like 8.
No, I was terrified.
You're 20 years old.
It scared the shit out of me. It scared me. It freaked me out. And we watched it. I don't get scared over anything.
Did you walk real fast home?
I tried, but I couldn't.
Did you do one of those?
Okay, so listen. That's not even the worst part. So I'm scared about the guy coming out of the trees. Listen to this shit.
Did the fingertips get you?
No. When I got to my front porch, I was about to like step up on my dad's like stoop and open the door and unlock it. There was a fucking possum on the stoop. And like, okay, I love possums. I really
What do you mean you love possums? Possums are evil creatures.
No, they're not.
I don't like possums.
Possums are very, very sweet creatures, but being that close to one and not knowing like if it wants to eat you or not is terrifying.
So what happened? It's got that rat tail too. It's gross.
Yeah, but they're not bad. They're
gross.
They're so sweet. They're very sweet creatures. So, anyway, it showed its teeth at me.
Oh, he is so sweet, Heather.
It is.
What a sweet creature.
Because it was scared of me.
Yeah,
it wanted me to back away.
Well, why didn't you hiss it in? Show your teeth back.
Because then it would go like this to my face.
No, it would not. Your teeth are so big, that thing would have went out of fucking outer space.
You know what? I will fight you live on camera. No,
your teeth are bigger than its teeth.
Shut up.
Obviously. Your teeth are bigger than the whole animal.
Shut up. So it's on my dad's step, and I'm like, okay, do I back up or do I keep moving forward? Because this thing, it was like, and I'm like, oh, shit. So if I go that way, the tree guy's going to get me. If I go this way, the possum
The tree guy doesn't exist.
I didn't know that. He was real, Chris.
No, he was not, Heather.
He was.
You're 20 years old. You know better than that.
No.
Okay. Anyway,
was scary.
Tree guy's scary.
So he's sitting there, and I really didn't know what to do because I was like, I don't think it'll attack me because they always say that animals like that are more scared of you than you are of it.
Yeah, right.
But that motherfucker had like 5 rows of teeth. They were sharp.
Of course. Well, you love possums, though.
I
love possums.
I do.
Possums are the greatest animal on the planet. They're so sweet.
But when you don't see it and you're like a foot from it, it's not good. Like, you just don't know what to do. So I'm like, I was just like, well, I guess I'm just gonna try my luck. And I took a step close, and it just scurried away.
Okay, that's a $20 star screen. I don't know.
It's $17.99.
You have to keep rolling your chair back.
It it scurried away.
Okay.
And I lived. But I was scared.
The tree guy didn't get you?
The tree guy did not get me.
You know what's really crazy about you? What's weird about you, seriously?
What?
The fact that you're saying all this, but you had bats living in your window. Like, that would have freaked me out.
Bats are cool.
It would have been weird to me. Like, there are bats in your window, living in your window. I don't like it.
Bats
like, it's
are
freaking
cool.
me out.
It was actually really... So, okay. You know how... Chris brings this up sometimes, and I don't even understand how it still lives in your head. Like, this...
It's
this
creepy. You would send me videos of that when we were first dating, and it creeped me out.
Okay. So, you know how a lot of windows, they'll have, like, just the main window pane that you move up and down, and then they'll have, like, a second, like, glass window, and then they have a, like, a screen. My dad would lower the second window, the glass window, and he would raise the screen till like this much was showing on the window pane, and the bats would like line up and like sleep on the window. Their like little feet would grab the window, and that's where they would sleep.
I don't know how they're grabbing that window either. That's the creepy part.
They have little, like really long little nails.
Yeah, but that's weird.
And it was so... It happened once by accident, and my dad was like, well, I mean, we're sort of giving them a home. Like, I'd feel bad to not, like, to close it and not allow them to, like, sleep there. That's where they chose to sleep. So he actually, like, did that to a couple windows, and we would have, like, little, like, colonies of bats in the window.
I hated it. It was so weird, because they're all just sitting there and they're moving around.
It would be, like, 5 to 10 at a time, and it was really interesting to watch because before they go out at night, they stretch their wings. Like, they're, you know when it's time because the sun starts to go down, but then you see them, like, they're doing, like, these little bat yawns, and they're, like, stretching their wings. It's really cute. And they literally look like mice just with wings.
Yeah, fuck bats.
They're so cool.
Fuck bats.
And then...
And possums. And tree guy. Fuck all three.
Okay, fuck tree guy.
Yeah.
But no, possums
Did you see
cool.
what Lori Hall said? The possum saw the tree guy.
That's probably what happened.
That's why the possum took off.
So one time, one of the bats actually had a baby. And the bats are about this big. They're about like 3 or 4 inches tall. But the baby was like an inch. And the mama or daddy, I don't know who it was. I'm assuming mom because, you know, I shouldn't say that. Because seahorse dads, they're the ones that carry the babies.
Really?
They have the pouches, yep. Did you know that? Nope, you didn't because you're stupid.
Wow.
Anyway, the mama bat, maybe mama, maybe daddy, I don't know, like nestled it in its wing.
No shit.
It was so sweet. It was really cool. And they would sometimes make weird little bat noises.
What bat noises are they making? What does it sound like? Seriously?
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like? That's weird. I don't know if I like that either. Okay, well. Oh, hey, alcoholic. I must say, Chris is looking extra handsome today. Chris, I'm your biggest fan. Heart emoji.
Wow.
Oh my God, what? When are we getting hentai pops? Okay, now I know this person's fucking around. They come in asking about hentai pops and they say I look good. Something's not right. I don't know how seriously I can take them.
I don't know. Wait, Star, are you talking about Insidious 2? That's the movie that scared you? See? Star, how old were you when you saw it?
Because 27.
Let Chris judge you now.
I'm not going to judge anybody. I mean, I'm just going to say, if you're walking home at a fast pace after you watch Insidious, there's something wrong.
Jay Borezi, 007, I have no idea about the Ballpark Stadium exclusives. Yeah, I don't know.
Lori Hall said you like creepy movies and animals.
I do.
You like all the creepy shit, Heather.
I like animals in general. Like, I always say this, if I saw a bear, I mean, honestly, I would probably turn the other way.
Hey, look at that. Kathleen said bats eat tons of bugs, including mosquitoes. That's pretty good.
They do.
Star was the same age as you.
There we go.
When she ran.
Yep.
And I run so far away.
What was I saying? Oh, I always say.
Run from the tree
Like,
what?
logically, I probably wouldn't.
What do you mean you'd pet a
I
bear?
love animals so much.
Heather,
Like,
now you're just talking suicidal shit. What are you talking about?
Listen.
What do you mean you're petting a bear?
I probably
What's
would.
wrong with you to even say that?
Fun fact, the opossum is the only marsupial outside of Australia. Interesting.
That's amazing, but why are you petting a bear?
I mean, I probably wouldn't actually do that.
I hope you wouldn't, Heather. I mean, what the what are we expecting for Funko Ween? What are we expecting? I said leprechaun. I'm hoping for leprechaun.
Yeah!
More killer clowns from outer space.
We're getting leprechaun.
More killer clowns from outer space.
To.
I would like a new version of Jason. Maybe Jason X would be kind of cool. We didn't talk about any of this. A new version of Chucky, maybe. I don't know what version of Chucky we would get, but I think a new version of Chucky.
To me. Speaking of Chucky, Steve's Hypebeast and Sneaker Reviews said the Chucky movie did because I had a My Buddy doll and I locked it in my closet and slept with the light on. I remember telling him, "You're not gonna get me." That's some shit I would have done.
I have a feeling that Funko will be doing a ton of Blacklight Pops for Halloween this year. Yes, I heard the same thing. I've heard a couple of leaks, and that was one of the things I heard about. I'm hoping for that. Heather and I talked about that for a long time. So finally, it's coming to fruition.
Wait, what's that?
Blacklight horror characters.
Yeah.
So it's funny. Anytime we talk about stuff, it ends up becoming like a real thing, and it's usually like 2 days after we bring it up. So obviously, we have like we're not helping Funko or giving them ideas. We just happen to be guessing things that they're doing. Horror sodas, hell yes, I'm down with that. Actually, I have a horror soda right here. Look, it's the Killer Clown from Outer Space. I have is he Blacklight? I think he's Blacklight, right?
Blacklight.
Yeah, the Blacklight Chase, and then the Common. And I actually like the Common better because look at this cool, like frilly, translucent piece here. It's really neat looking. I like this one. It's a cool one. Look, they're hanging out with Starscream now. Starscream's up here, and he's firing his gun in between them. Look at that. My older sister used to make me watch the OG Exorcist as punishment for misbehaving. Holy crap. Yeah, that movie was freaky, like way back when. But now it's like, I guess, I don't know, use the word laughable maybe? Yes, Dirty. Hell yeah, the new Chucky show. I heard really good things about it. I watched part of the first episode, and from what I saw, it was great.
I don't know if I should keep my pops in or out of box. What do you think? I don't care about value, just how it looks on the shelf.
Out of box.
Out of box is the way to go. I love out of box pops. So basically what I do with my pops when I pull them out of box, do you have a second pop? Do you have a second pop lying around?
A second pop?
A second pop, just any pop. This is how I store my pops. Can you pull him out? So basically what I do is I pull one of these and I just flatten it. No, I do it this way. So I flatten the boxes and I just stack them all up. And some people like put a loose rubber band around them. I don't do that. But then what I do is I have these little post-it notes and I put on, like, this was what's his name? Zolavision. So on the post-it note, I would put Zolavision right here. And then they sort of just stack within each other. Now, these things are sort of a pain, but, you know, I mean, if you ever want to get one signed later down the road, you can do that. If you ever want to sell them later down the road, you can do that. I just store them in the really big black and yellow plastic bins that you can purchase at Costco or Home Depot or wherever. And I really love my out-of-box collection.
Look at that Stormtrooper. So tonight's video is all about Star Wars, so go and check that out after this live. This is my favorite Stormtrooper Funko Pop thus far. It's the comic book variation Stormtrooper from Target. And we actually gave away an entire set of these comic variation Star Wars Funko Pops away during last night's Google Meet Live. Again, we do Google Meet Lives once every single month where we do giveaways. This past month's giveaway, which was yesterday, we gave away all Star Wars related Funko Pops. So not only are you supporting this channel, supporting what we're doing, supporting Mischief Toys, you're also getting a lot of fun stuff in return. I'm going to keep him out of the box, actually. Join patreon.com/Gastlecast. Check it out. Find out more there. Join up, support, help us out. That's awesome. You know what? I'm gonna keep him out. You can put him back in for now.
Dean said this is scarier than that fucking possum with the 5 sets of teeth.
What's that? Pulling him out of the box?
By
the way, I don't know if you saw this in a new video, but our friend Asim sent us this Funko Pop, the Zola Vision, and it comes in this cool gift box. You can get these on Funko Shop when you order your Funko Pops. So that's cool too.
Apparently, Funko actually puts the pops in there, so it acts as a separate layer of protection.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, we got a really cool request. So Casey Tilson said, totally off subject, but can y'all tell the world Eddie and I are getting married? Casey, I'm really, really sorry about this. I can't tell the world, but I can tell the 90 viewers here that you and Eddie are getting married. Congratulations.
Congratulations, that's awesome. Now, who is that saying that?
Casey Tilson.
Casey Tilson, okay.
And Eddie.
And Eddie. Congratulations to both of you. That's awesome. Congratulations. That's so cool.
That's exciting.
Yes, very exciting. Cool.
You know, one of our best friends of all time got engaged this weekend.
Yes, our friend Nick. Yep.
To his lovely now fiance Monica.
Yep.
And we're so excited for them.
And they're probably beating up uglies right now as we're talking.
Oh,
so that's cool.
Yeah.
Good for them.
That's hot. I'm very glad to know about their bedtime life.
The Stormtrooper is amazing. Highly recommend the comic book series of these Star Wars Funko Pops. I can't collect anymore. It's I can't collect any more series like this, but I had to have the Stormtrooper. I just thought he was so cool.
Autumn said there's another Eddie. Autumn, what if it was actually your Eddie getting married?
To another person. Holy shit. Thank you, Christina Payne. Christina Payne out there sharing all of our stuff.
Christina's awesome.
She is awesome. And join Gastlecast Beyond Together. She's giving you a link right there. By the way, if you go to gastlecast.com, it'll take you to our group, just so you know.
So earlier today, for whatever reason, Chris was talking about OPP, you know, the song by Naughty by Nature. And he was like, I don't even know what that means. And I had to explain to him what OPP means. And if you don't know, it basically, I'm going to put it in a nicer way. But there is a much harsher way that they're referring to in the song. But they're talking about other people's privates.
That's hot.
They're basically talking about, like, stealing someone else's significant other. Being down with that. And Chris, before I told him that, was telling me how down with OPP he was.
I was down with OPP until
watch out for him.
And you know, once I found out what it was, I told you I was no longer down with OPP, and I didn't want anybody to know that I ever said that I was down with OPP.
No, actually, you said that you were extra down with OPP.
I'm not down with OPP. So there you go. Other people's pee. That's what R. Perez says. Yes, that's correct. I learned that today. I'm learning things. Listen, here we go. I'm losing my voice already. You know, you have more Gastlecast goodness. We posted a new video that just went up during the live. Go and watch that. It's great. It talks about Star Wars, and the video opens with something hilarious, and the video is actually pretty funny. I think you're going to love the video. It's one of those that I always like to say, wow, we can do the comedy thing. And I feel like sometimes we don't always hit like that comedy spot, but I think today we did a good job of it. Like we hit the funny bone, I guess is my point. So go and check it out. It's a great video. Remember, head over to patreon.com/Gastlecast to join our Patreon and support the channel, support us. It helps us in a really big way. And those who do support us already, we love you and thank you. And those who are here and joining us, commenting and liking the videos, we appreciate you also, and we love you.
Thank you.
We will have a new video every single day, and of course we'll... Oh, shit!
Remember when you yelled
I know,
at me
hey,
for
listen,
that?
he can't stand up here anymore. He has to lay down. And he's taking a nap. Starscream snapping.
I don't know, it looks like he's...
Yeah, now he's shooting at me. Also, we'll be live back here next Sunday, and look out because we will be talking to the guy that bought the $100,000 Funko Pop set, the Willy Wonka Funko Pop set. That is pretty crazy, and I cannot wait to ask him a bunch of questions. We will post the question up on our Instagram, on our YouTube, YouTube community tab, and also in the Gastlecast We Hunt Together group on Facebook. Basically asking what questions would you like us to ask. We won't be able to ask all of them, but we'll try to ask most of them. Do not leave any dickhead comments or questions because we will not ask them. Please make them as real as possible and as easy as possible for us to ask. And kind. Please.
Yes.
Please.
Grail Monster might be crazy for spending $100,000 on a Grail, but he's allowed to do that because it's his money.
Big thanks
and
to...
he probably makes a lot more money than us small peasants who cannot afford $100,000 on Grail. So good for him.
A big thanks to Top Pops, a.k.a. Tristan, for hooking us up with him for this interview. Tristan, you're amazing, and thank you for all of your support. You're awesome. We love you. We love all of you. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you back here next Sunday live once again. Watch all of our videos this week. Leave comments and hit some like buttons. Also, like this live here. That helps us in a really big way. We love you guys. Remember, as always, we're all together, yes. We'll catch you next time.
Bye.